This particular series is simply about encouraging people to know and understand why they believe whatever it is they claim to believe. There's normally no definite right or wrong when it comes to beliefs. However, there's often well thought out beliefs and well supported beliefs, as well as non-supported and thought out beliefs. Why choose the latter? Today I'm here to implore you all to not only challenge the beliefs of others, but to challenge your own beliefs as well. So let's be clear, the goal is not simply for you to say that you understand why you believe what you believe, but to be able to successfully convey why you believe what you claim to believe. Welcome to Why. Welcome back to Why. And today we're going to talk about the holidays. They're approaching, and this is a recurring thing, just as sure as the holidays come, the question why comes. A friend of mine said, hey, you're getting ready for Halloween, etc. No, that's not my thing. Why not? What about your daughter? You're not gonna let her go get some candy? My daughter has candy, but why? And the question to me, the more important question is, why do you celebrate Halloween? And not just Halloween, we're gonna talk about Christmas, we're gonna talk about Easter, we're gonna talk about St. Patrick's Day, February 14th, Valentine's, right? All of these days, they have origins. We need to look into the origin of these things. We need to know what these things are about. Not what we heard they're about, but what they are about. You understand? It doesn't matter what we think or why, I'll say this. You can't call a duck a cat and just hope that it's a cat now, right? So if the origin is this, then that's the origin. You changing the name or saying you change the meaning, that doesn't change it. It is what it is. So we need to know why we're doing what we're doing, you know what I mean? And why we're passing this and teaching this to our kids. And not teaching our kids the whole thing, because that means we're lying to them, pretty much, right? But back to the Halloween thing, or anything, the question is really not for the non-participant to answer why they're not doing something. The question is for the person that, plans, invests their money, time, and effort into doing something. What made you get up and do that? Why are you doing all of that? That's really important. And a lot of people, of course they don't care. I understand that that's a lot of people, but we have to look at really what's going on. I mean, we live in a Christian society. So if we're in a Christian society, the general rule should be whatever the Christians think, right? I mean, you follow my thought process? So it's odd to me when I see that a lot of the Christians participating in what they call pagan holidays, and even incorporating a lot of pagan holidays into their own way of life under the name of the religion that is said to be practiced. This is in no way to pick on a pope issue at the Christians per se, but to everybody, because I used to want to get that candy too, right? I used to go sneak and get that candy. I was raised Christian, of course, so I couldn't go. I wasn't allowed to go. I think I went once, with the family member, and that's ball game. No more trick or treating for me. But Thanksgiving, to my understanding, the Pilgrims came and kind of raped the Indians, gave them a pretty raw deal, and we celebrated. But now we say, oh no, well, we're thankful for this or thankful for that. But the origin is not that. The origin is what happened. So I'm a little confused. I'm not perfect by any means. So educate me, educate me, educate me. Christmas, we celebrated all these things. We did this. But I asked myself why before I asked you why, and I found out that, you know, the reason for the season, you know, is not true. You know, that December 25th has been something big far before the birth of Christ, you know, so we can't really say that it's about Christ if it has nothing to do with Christ. You can try to add him to it, but why would you add him to something that isn't necessarily a good thing? You know what I mean? It just goes on and on. You talk about Easter, and you know, you find the origins of this stuff, man, and then you really have to ask yourself, why are you doing some of these things? And as I said, I was raised Christian, so we had a Christmas tree, of course. We decorated it with silver and gold, of course, you know. And lo and behold, I get a little older and I'm reading the Bible and I find out that the Bible directly says, you know, do not be like the pagans who go to the forest, cut down a tree, bring it into their house, adorn it with silver and gold. This is a pagan ritual according to the Bible. So not only is it a pagan ritual, it specifically said, do not be like them. Don't do this. So me trying to adhere to what I believe to be right, I couldn't justify doing this. Now, clearly, the Christian society on a whole disregards that. But the question is why? Why are you disregarding that? Why are you doing that? You understand? Even if the book didn't say it, why are you doing that? We have to know where these customs and rituals come from that we're, you know, just freely pushing onto our kids, forcing onto our kids. We lie to our kids. We just force them to come up a certain way, and we really need to know why. Because they're kids and they're going to ask why. I came up under because I said so. That was the answer for everything that, you know, I asked why too as a child, you know, which maybe a reason why I'm doing this series. You know, I still want to know why. I was never told, you know, but I don't know, man. I really believe that we should think about this stuff and talk about this stuff, you know. And again, it has nothing to do with you explaining yourself to me or anybody else. Just know what you're doing and why you're doing it, you know. As always, feedback is strongly encouraged and appreciated. Let me know. Hey, thank you for watching, and I'm asking you to help this situation continue to, you know, develop some legs and get to walking. You know, I need more people involved because it's like a social experiment of sorts, you know, and the more people involved, the better it comes out, the more variety of feedback I can get, and, you know, so I'm asking you to subscribe, of course, to comment, of course, you know, to share it, of course, you know, on Facebook, YouTube, whatever social network that you're into, you know, just put it out there, you know, let more people get involved, you know. Again, there is no right or wrong to anything, pretty much. It's all about which side has the most evidence. And, you know, as people on the sideline, that's how we're going to make our decision, right? Based on the amount of evidence we can get for each case. So please spread the message for me. Thank you.